All right. So now that we have installed Foundry and now that we have set up all the details for accessing the testnet and we got ourselves some testnet tokens, we are ready to get started with the project. So let's just go ahead and initialize a Foundry project. It's pretty straightforward. So let's just open a terminal, type in Forge in it. So since we are going to use the bank precompile, I think it like we can just go ahead and create a token. So I'll just call it dev token, like that's the name of the project. So you can just click on it and you can see a folder popping up. Now you can open the folder using a code editor. I'll use Visual Studio Code, and yeah, you can see that Foundry has already set up all the different all the different directories and files and everything. So you just need to go ahead and create a Solidity contract and deploy it, right? But we have to make a few changes here and there, like I'll show you. But first, let's just go through the directories. Like you have the lib directory, which contains all the libraries that you're going to use for your contract. Now we will be installing an additional library, like this is the Forge standard library. We'll be installing something else, which is basically the Open Zeppelin library that we are going to use for our token contract. Now you have the script folder, which contains the scripts that you use to deploy the contracts. You can see that it is written using Solidity. But the thing is, we won't be needing the script directory for this one, so you can just go ahead and delete it. Now you have the source directory, which actually contains the contract. Now like Foundry, like when you set up a project, it actually gives you a very basic contract as a reference, like as a template. You can delete it, you can rename it, you can do whatever you want with it. So like the source actually has a simple counter contract, right? And next you have the test folder, which again, as the name sounds, where you can write all the tests for your contract. Again, we won't be needing this in today's example, so let me just delete it. And then the major one is the foundry.toml file. Now this is sort of like the control center, like everything attached, every detail regarding every configuration detail regarding the project, it goes right here, right? So if you want to specify the Solidity version, or if you want to add RPC URLs or whatever configurations that you want, you do it right here, right? So I guess to start with, I will just show you guys how to install a new library in this project. Like we have a project, so we'll just go ahead and install the Open Zeppelin library so that we can use the Open Zeppelin contracts. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like all you have to do is just give a command. So let me just open a terminal here. Where Yeah, I'll just open a terminal here, and you just have to give the command forge. Like I told you, forge helps you manage the project. So forge install, and you just have to give this. Wait, let me just copy so that it just doesn't take much time. Okay, yeah. So this is the Open Zeppelin. So this basically maps to the GitHub repository. Like Open Zeppelin is the name of the repository, and this is the thing that we are trying to install. So yeah, once you give forge install Open Zeppelin hyphen contracts, and press install, it will install the library. Okay, it will install all the contracts and everything. Like I don't know. Yeah, there you go. You can see that the library, like the Open Zeppelin contracts, just appeared in the library directory. Now within the foundry.toml, what we can do is we can actually add something called as a remapping, because the thing is, every time we are trying to use the Open Zeppelin library, you have to specify the location. So every time typing this whole thing is a bit too much. So what you have to do is you can just provide a shortcut like this. Oh wait, okay, a shortcut like this, which basically means that every time they see this at the rate symbol and Open Zeppelin, just replace that with the actual path. So we don't have to do a lot of typing. It helps you map your key with this value. Pretty neat stuff. So yeah. So we have installed Open Zeppelin and we have created a remapping that helps us easily type out the whole path for the contracts, right? So yeah, let's get started with the contract.